So generally speaking, when you do pick up a Legion, you want to make some kind of combo happen out of that as well.
Radiant team pick.
Godsent, they pick up the Centaur. Now, I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but I'd love to see a mid-invoker come out, right? With the Legion, I know it's old, I know it's old-fashioned, but with the Legion Commander, get a Jewel off, into the Sunstrike, and you delete a hero. Not to mention, Invoker does do well up against pretty much all these heroes, because let's say they stampede in, or they pop Battle Trance, or something like that, you just Tornado.
5 seconds remaining.
Problem solved.
Dire team ban.
They'll go for the Viper. It's, Dendy's playing every hero that just dominates lanes. Like, he went from Razor to Viper now. So, I can't really think of what you could give Wish here that would make his lane easy. In that mid lane up against his Viper. It's just going to be such a hard time.
5 seconds remaining.
Like, what do you pick? You could go for something like a Lina, you know, someone that can just stand back and, you know, not take those poison attacks from the Viper. I guess you could go like Pugna and, you know, use Decrepify so he can't attack. It doesn't really feel great. Still Godsent. They're going to spend a bit of time on this last ban. It does appear Bait are waiting for a position 1 pickup now. Unless this is going to be a safe lane Viper, which I highly doubt.
Radiant team ban.
Right, they'll get rid of the Slark. Slark doesn't mind going into the troll. Call it Shadow Dance. Well, once he pops Battle Trance, you just Shadow Dance away. Doesn't really care. You can even just Shadow Dance and just keep hitting him, just keep stealing more Agi stacks. We'll get rid of that pesky Slark.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
They banned the Meepo now. I did see a few calls in the chat saying there was going to be a Meepo coming out from Godsent. Not anymore. Like, Bait have been doing some homework. But how are we going to finish this off, Bait? You've got 3 seconds reserve time.
10 seconds remaining.
What's the carry pickup?
5 seconds remaining.
Is it going to be something boring like
Dire
Lifestealer?
team pick.
No, it'll be Void. Alright, alright. Another great hero, right? Battle Trance doesn't like Chrono. In fact, no one on the side of Godsent likes Chrono. And now Bait have a Chrono. Godsent. Final pickup for them. Now, this is a really rough time.
10
Their draft's
seconds
already
remaining.
looking a little bit weaker than Godsent. Than Bait.
5 seconds remaining.
And as we spoke about before, I don't know how you beat the Viper mid lane. Oh,
You may now
okay.
select your heroes.
Alrighty, we have a Tinker, ladies and gentlemen. That's, you know, it's one of my most hated heroes, this damn Tinker, because all it does is it just delays the game out. He just spams March of the Machine, holds high ground, and then just nothing happens. He just keeps spamming March of the Machine. I mean, it's not the most exciting gameplay. Now, I'm kind of shocked that Godsent picked up the Tinker. This is into a Void, who can catch you out, and a Legion Commander. So Void and Legion are both known to be counters towards that Tinker. So it does confuse me a little bit as to why you
10
even go into the
seconds
Tinker.
remaining.
I don't believe it counters Viper in lane. Like, you can laser the Viper, sure, but that's pretty much all you're doing. Perhaps they just assume they've already lost that mid lane, so just find someone that can farm the jungle real quick by spamming March of the Machines, but again, you do already have the Legion and Void, both of which love catching heroes like Tinker. If I was going to say who had the better draft, I'm sure it's already very obvious, but I think Bait is well and far ahead of what Godsent have. I mean, unless a miracle happens here, Godsent, they're going to have to play really darn well to make this work up against Bait. And let's all just take a moment to pray that there's no more disconnections from Preo or Pio or Pio. Don't really know how he wants that pronounced, but hopefully no more disconnections from the man. Godsent. Wish. Level 25 Tinker. That's disgusting.
That escalated quickly.
And we will go ahead. Second game has begun. It was Bait one game away from winning the series. Godsent trying to force this to a game number 3. Actually a lot of GG branches on the Void. We'll have to keep a close eye on this mid lane.
Back to hell with you.
30 seconds to battle.
We'll have to keep a close eye on this, because it really shouldn't be Tinker favored. I imagine Dendi will be able to get free farm in the mid lane.
The battle
Bounties.
begins.
Ghostic gonna run in, try and steal this from Era. Era does manage to pick it up. It'll be 2 for Godsent so far. Bait, I believe they're only gonna find 1 here. As Godsent do manage to get to 3-1 bounty runs, as we do have lag on the feed once again. I may have to switch feeds very, very soon if this keeps up. We do have a reserve feed, guys, so don't panic. Everything is gonna be okay. Alright, so here's that mid lane. Now, how is Wish meant to farm this? He lasers, he takes the last, or he denies. Gets denied on, and gonna probably cop more poison attack damage as time goes on. It's Pio down here with LeBron Dota, up against CTO and Boogie on the Centaur. Yeah, shouldn't have the easiest time. In fact, a nice Fisher coming out from CTO.
Dyer's courier
But LeBron
has
will
been
be able to just get out of there safely anyway. But Pio should definitely not have as easy of a time on that Void as he did on the Monkey. Like, he's got Time Walk, but if they catch him out with Fisher and they get it into a Hoof Stomp, it could be devastating for that Void. Surprisingly enough, Dendi's the one getting harassed out of the lane right now. Wish is actually not struggling really at all. Wish is actually doing really good in this lane. How long he can keep this up? Like, what really be happening? What's up at the top lane, Era on the Troll, is at the top of the last hits board for now. 10 last hits, 0 denies. He had a really rough time last game, but doing pretty well so far in game number 2. Wish gonna maybe try to go for a denial on this illusion, but no, he wants to go after the kill. Wish has level 2 rocket, level 2 laser, as well as level 1 rocket. And that may be enough though. No, the Fairy Fire comes out. CTO, nice Fisher. Dendi, did he commit a TP? I didn't quite catch it. Doesn't really matter. He had the courier coming out with the salve anyway. But all props to Wish. This is a very impressive performance already coming out from this Tinker. It's Boogie gonna try and chase LeBron Dota down. With this creep skip going, although Hoof Stomp is there with the retaliate damage. It's quite high, but now Bash the Deeps. PO, he'll come in, and Boogie, he is not even gonna try and run. LeBron will give him the tip. So OKC are now gonna get lifted up top lane. They will not be able to find anything on this Oracle. Ghosting. He is managing to farm on the Legion, but he's not really able to slow down Era at all. Era's just having a great old time. Boogie. Chase PO. But PO just does time walk that damage off anyway. Ghostic now taking over in terms of last hits, 20 and 5. Dendi, meanwhile, mid lane, still having a pretty rough time, but he has slowed down the farm of the Tinker now. Wish has been kind of stagnant on 10 last hits, 6 denies. Dendi's not really that much further ahead on the Viper, but he is starting to pull ahead slowly. Wish does find himself a haste rune. He'll just keep spamming lasers over to Dendi, but Dendi is going to return the favor. Boogie. Stun dump. They won't chase for any more damage. Oh, Bash is coming out. Boogie, he's in trouble. And Pio, he couldn't believe his luck. So many bashes coming, and Boogie not happy about it. Question mark has been laid out as now they found CTO. LeBron, he does find himself a double. Just roam through that river, trying to set up on the mid lane. Gonna make it a 3-0 now. 1k net worth lead for B8. Looks like B8 is, bait, as they like to be called, has finally found their footing in this game. As now they're going to chase down Wish. LeBron going to come in from the side. Does have the stun, and this should lead to a very easy kill onto Wish. He's very susceptible to dying like that. If he does get caught out with the stun, he does at least get the trade onto LeBron, but he's certainly not going to be very happy about that. And we have a pause. Straight back to this view. Alright, we do have the go-ahead. Great. Back to it. You have the chrono now up on Rio, so he may feel confident enough to start making a play with that chrono. Generally speaking, though, Pio probably will just wait for a teammate to come down bot to help him out once he's set up with the chrono, rather than making a rotation himself. Wish, though, in the mid lane could be in big trouble again, but it looks like they've jumped onto OKC instead. He does get stunned up by LeBron. Bash should be there in just a second. There it is. Although, nice Fisher comes out, CTO, he stops the kill, or maybe not. King will just chase him down, gets the Fade Bolt off. And now, Viper Strike going to be there on Wish. He gets broken as well. They just rotate around, and this is going to be another easy kill onto the Tinker. It's going to make it a 6-1. And now they're going to steal his farm as well. That's just not nice, is it? Bot lane though, I see a Void getting attacked right now on the minimap. But we're going to look at Era farming. Dendy gonna farm up his own jungle. Nice little stacks going on. Does find a broom handle, which is quite nice for the Void. Hero's gonna enjoy that one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yugi would have loved those bashes to be on the Centaur. He bashed 3 times in a row there. Pio now trying to find another bash. Still, Root going to be there, and Hoof Stomp from Boogie will ensure LeBron cannot break the distance to get his own stun off. Another 3 bash. You also have the Jewel up now on Ghostic. We haven't really seen him move out of that top lane yet. He's just been kind of just hanging around, just creep skipping while he can. Perhaps they make another play on mid. King R gets a lift off onto CTO. They have Chrono if they need it, but they definitely don't yet. And PO will take a free kill. And speaking of free kills, OKC, he just popped his clarity, but he gets bashed. And LeBron, he's going to have the follow-up stun. Still no Chrono necessary. That's going to be a double coming up from King R now, as top lane, Era is chasing down Ghostic, but really deals no damage. Ghostic, in fact, just chasing him back down now. Jewel is available, Era. This is a little bit risky here. He's getting some ensnares off, and he's going to pop the Battle Trance. Ghostic just going to run away. There's a slow coming out. Okay, Era, he'll survive, but now King R's here. Press the attacks there. Era gonna be in trouble. They have Chrono. Pio, he could find 2 if he wanted to. He probably won't even throw it. No, in fact, he will. Stampede comes out. He times it perfectly. And with that, Era's gonna end up dying. And that was an extremely questionable Battle Trance to pop. I'm not sure if he actually expected to find that kill or not. Perhaps he was expecting a teammate to rotate. But on Legion Commander, I mean, they're very, very tanky. It's not that easy to kill Ghostic off like that. Looks like Bait setting up on Wish again. OKC is hanging out in the tree line, but now he gets caught out. Stun gonna be there. Nothing else happens. Everyone just gets out as Ghostic again bot lane gonna be chased down by Era. They are gonna go after the T1 bot tower, and looks like Godsent will be able to claim it for themselves. Nobody from Bait coming down to try and defend this as Ghostic trying to get his outpost back. He won't get it in time.
A soldier's fortune.
Mid lane. King R getting caught out. Okay, Sia gonna go for the TP play with the edict, the Fate's edict, but it doesn't matter. Pio will find it. So the T1 mid now once again gonna be claimed by Bait very, very early. I don't actually think there's any way Godsent can try and contest this. CTO's there, ready to throw a fish around, but that's really all he can do. Hasn't even hit level 6, so he doesn't even have Echo. They'll find the mid T1. LeBron looking to set up on Era now, who is completely out of position. Was trying to push out that bot lane to try and force them back. He gets bashed up. LeBron gets the follow-up stun, and Ghostic's here now. Although Stampede is going to allow him to run away. And Bait, they actually just kind of allow that to go away from them. They just don't want to actually pursue that kill as Boogie now. Gonna cop a few bashes. He'll be alright. And it looks like Bait are just very, very comfortable with what's happening this game. They're just pulling ahead in farm. They're taking map control. Just a very surgical playstyle from this Radiant side. It's just giving all the space in the world over to Pio on the Void to do whatever he wants. And what he wants is he wants farm. Hope to not get too unlucky with those bashes from the void. Era now actually going to TP up top. This could be a little bit dangerous. Bait are around the area. So they can't really get through the March of the Machine spam coming out from Wish. Wish may get caught out mid TP, and yeah, they get the bash off LeBron. Where's your follow-up stun? It was on cooldown. It's not too big of a deal. It just kind of forces Wish to walk back to the fountain. OKC again being caught out this time by Dendi, but they do get a nice Fisher block. Ghostic is still chasing though. And it looks like OKC may be some more dual damage, and it will be Ghostic. He claims another kill. Era, it's really rough for this troll. He's trying to go for a Shadow Blade. I mean, I don't know what else he can do. Like, any other item and he's just going to get caught out before he can get into position. So he goes for the Shadow... Wish, what are you doing, sir? Gets caught out. They didn't have vision in their own dire jungle because it's been dewatered by bait. But even then, I thought it was kind of obvious that they were just hanging around that mid tier 2 tower. King R though may get caught out though. Fisher doesn't quite block, and now King R, he gets the hoof stop on before Boogie does. And CTO gonna be chased down. Understands he's probably dead. It's gonna be a slow but sure death. There's no enchant totems there. King R is looping around though. They have vision. They'll get the duel off. Mid lane, Dendi, gonna run into Wish. Wish will be alright. I mean, it's not too much damage coming out from the Viper quite yet. In fact, there's a pretty interesting build coming out from Dendi. He goes for the Yule Scepter on the Viper. Can't say I've really seen that one before. Yule's is one of those items that does work very well up against the Troll though, so I can't really blame him too much as Boogie again going to be locked down by LeBron. He misses the hoof stomp. Great little dodge there from the Slardar. And Boogie going to get poisoned to death now. There's no cure to this poison. Oh boy, and Wish he just got his BOTs. I mean, that's... I assumed he already had them, to be honest. LeBron gonna get the stun off. CTO, he got the bounty for the team, but now the fish has been stolen. King R gets the lift off as well, and CTO has nowhere to go. Does end up going down. 15-1 is the score. Godsent yet to find a secondary kill, as we do see the team net worth now. It's just been a slow... I mean, I don't even want to say slow. It's been a pretty decent increase in gold net worth as time goes on for Bait. XP even more so. They might even find Wish here. Do they have Chrono? Not quite. They did have Jewel, but Ghostic didn't know where this Tinker was. And Boogie, it's a dangerous position to be in, sir. Fisher going to be there to set up. Now the Jewel comes out. It's a little bit of an early Jewel. They also have Chrono up now. False Promise at least was forced out. And now that they know the False Promise is down, again, they have Chrono ready to go. They'd love to find Wish on the Tinker. They won't though. They do go after Boogie once again. LeBron, he barely misses out on the Tinker. Meanwhile, Era, he's forcing in that top lane. With all this pushing down to the bot, he's been given space. He does have the Shadow Blade up now as well, so he's looking a little bit happier. So I mean, I guess he is on top of the net worth board as well, so he is looking pretty okay. Though, bot lane, team fight starts. Echo is going to be there on King R. He will find one. Now the Jewel comes out though from Ghostic, and that is a lot of damage from Ghostic. He finds the kill. Dandy actually trying to turn around now, going for more. Boogie could be an easy target, though they'll go for an even easier one in OKC. They can't cancel the TP, so he'll be okay. Bait, they'll just back off now. Meanwhile, the Void died. Top lane, it seems. Era actually managed to find the kill. I guess that is the one thing. If you get ensnared by those nets, there's no real where to go for this Void. He's just got to kind of take it like a man. Era. Yeah, well, there you go. Battle Trance was popped. So he just used Shadow Blade to get in range and just pop Battle Trance. That generally is enough, assuming you do get the nets off. So suddenly, the side of Godsent aren't looking too bad. They just got another 3 kills. Their troll is highest on the net worth board. And Bait really aren't winning this game as hard as we thought they were, as they will smoke up. Roshan, no, that won't be the play.
Radiant are scanning.
They try to find some kind of pick off in the jungle.
Dire are scanning.
And they will eventually go into that Roshan pit. Once they see their smoke didn't break in the jungle, they know nobody's there. So why not just claim the easy Roshan with the Corrosive Haze? Well, I say easy, Godsent, they are making their way there now. They do have Stampede available. Boogie, when are you going to pop that? He does just kind of run in. Pio has Chrono ready to go. There's the Stampede coming out. Era, he gets Yules up. Boogie, he does go straight in after LeBron, and they do find the kill, but now the Jewel comes out. OKC, he'll false promise himself. Pio just still holding on to that Chrono. He gets rooted up. He wants a time walk out. Era, meanwhile, still going after Dendy. There's the Battle Trance, but there's the Chrono, but it's too late. Dendy's already dead. Meanwhile, the Troll has Battle Trance up, so he doesn't really die to any damage. And they'll just keep chasing. As Godsent find 2 for nothing. And they'll find a Roshan on top of that. And Bait, they aren't looking good. This Viper pick hasn't really led to anything. And while it looked good at the start, Pio, he's fallen behind in farm now. They've lost the Roshan for nothing. And I think Pio may have held out a bit too long on that Chrono. The thing is, when you're versing an Oracle with a Void, you generally want to catch the Oracle as well, just to ensure there's no false promise that comes out. This bot lane, there is going to be a bit of a team fight going on. They got the Jewel off onto Boogie once again. They probably won't kill him off in time for the Jewel damage, but they should eventually find the kill, though Era, he already found King R. And now Boogie, double hoof stomp comes out with the Fisher. They're trying to save this Centaur. Boogie does eventually go down, but now Era, he wants the man up. He doesn't have the ultimate available though, but Bait, they back out. They just don't feel comfortable while Wish is off out of vision. So Godsent feeling confident. They have Battle Trance now. They know Chrono's down. Silver Edge up on Era with Aegis. He runs in looking for a target. They just barely spotted out Pio time walking. Now Era, Silver Edge does wear off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Era going to be able to take a T1 tower very easily, and LeBron actually getting trapped up there. Dendy, Yules is up. Era still going to be okay with that though, as he turns around now, and Dendy, he's just getting destroyed. He does go down, Wish with the follow-up laser damage, and now LeBron, he comes in, but there's no real point. The Viper's already dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
King R has to be very careful about those fishes. Era gonna claim another tier 2.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Bait just don't have the answer quite yet. it does seem like the Radiant now have their hands tied behind their back as Godsent. 3k net worth lead. All the power in their hands.
Radiant
They might even find
scanning.
more down at the spot as Ghostic and Bait have smoked up. But what are you smoked for? Where are we going with this? If the smoke breaks and Boogie, he saw it. They run to the tree line. Boogie knows where they are. Ghostic, he leaves LeBron alone. LeBron just pretending to be a tree. Era finds King R in the mid lane while this is happening. Apparently LeBron successfully pulls off behaving like a tree. Because they do survive somehow.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They are still going to lose that bot tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And
fallen.
Godsent seem to be aware that someone's in that tree line. So OKC has started running through the tree line looking for them. And Godsent, they'll smoke up. They go straight towards that mid lane. They are going to run directly into Pio. Comes Wish. That'll give the go-ahead for Pio to time walk out of there.
Dire are scanning.
Mid lane. Oh, Pio's been caught out. Fisher does block CTO. He kind of blocked his own troll out of there. King R had the lift anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But Godsent will keep up this lead. 4k now their way. Pio again shows in the mid lane. And Bait, I think the objective for them right now is to try and catch out Wish on the Tinker. Because allowing the Tinker to just roam around the map and just push out every single wave is not going to win you the game. They haven't quite found Wish out though. You do have the tools there. But Pio, he may have overstayed his welcome up at this top. Godsent are hanging around that top lane. Silver Edge will be popped by Era. Start rushing forward as we do have some lag going on. And team fight has started. Pio is dead. This isn't even the stream lagging. This is someone's Dota lagging, I believe. Where's the other feed? Is the other feed working? No. Okay, so it is someone's Dota. It looks like he's been disconnected from the game, and that's why it froze like that. And this black screen is him trying to reconnect. There you go. Just Dota things happening. Alright, we're back into the game. Dendi apparently died somewhere along the line, and I believe Pio also died on the Void. He has respawned now, but I'm not sure at what stage Dendi ended up going down. That does give Godsent a 9k net worth lead, and they just... I mean, Bait just don't seem to have an answer for what's happening on this map. You do see an MKB now available on the Void, but Ghostic gonna get caught out top lane. They have surrounded him. He does press the attack, but what else are you gonna do? Just unfortunate here for Bait. They can't actually leave the base at all, it seems, or they can't be out in a lane that far. Pio looking for Wish though. Won't find him. gear. We'll turn around. PO. Playing with fire. Well, they're going to lift off Boogie. He is still a very, very tanky target. And they will be able to get him out once again. Era now looking for another target on the troll, but doesn't quite find one. Corrosive Haze will be there on the troll, so he can't really go invis like that. Bait will just hold their high ground for now. CTO sticking around there with OKC, yeah, but they just jump in straight away. A duel onto the Oracle. They'll find that. CTO, does he go down? They have Chrono, but the Stampede was popped. PO doesn't really want to use the Chrono just for an Earthshaker kill, so he'll allow him beat.
Double damage.
And, oh boy, Mr. Production's having a bit of trouble, apparently. Roshan, gonna be taken, but Era's there, they knew. Echo, CTO, just gonna clean him up for him. Ghostic, gonna try and run away. The rockets are flying in though. Boogie's gonna be there with the stun. LeBron and PO both going down. And now Wish is just gonna go even further. He is out of mana though on the Tinker, so he probably should just back out. But that'll be another Roshan going to Godsent. This is the second time in this game where we've seen Bait try to go for that Roshan attempt, but they just don't get anything out of it. As the Roshan pit was warded, there is an observer ward directly outside of the pit.
Are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like Era.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Just going to be going for a Satanic on this troll now. EKB going to be there on the Viper as well. And he's had a rough time. After that Yule's BOTs, he's kind of been pretty stagnant with his farm. That's one of the problems with Viper is it does tend to drop off if you don't have an amazing start. Pio, again getting caught in the void. Yeah, I agree with the question mark. I'm not sure why people keep running up that lane, behaving as if nobody's there.
Tower is under attack.
Now Godsent, they're just going to move into that top tier 3 tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That is a lot of lag. And something's going to happen. Is the feed still going? I'm not even sure anymore. I'm checking the other feed to see if it's smoother than this.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And that's why. Sometimes this happens. So Era's almost he's basically gonna have a Satanic up. I mean, there's not really much Bait can do about this, to be fair, but it just seems like Bait's kind of stuck. Like, what do we do here? Every time they try and leave their base, they get killed. Pretty much every single time. Like LeBron, he's out trying to push this creep wave, but look who's coming. He's got to know Godsent's on their way. He's just trying to buy time, but that's LeBron dead again. And I mean, he must have ran in there knowing he was going to die. He just has to make something happen for his team. Boogie now copping a fair bit of damage, but they'll just Lotus Orb and he'll walk out of there alive. Godsent. Just taking their time. No real rush.
Invisibility.
I mean, anything could happen, right? You're still fighting into a chrono. You've got to be very wary of that. The chrono can just turn this game completely. Still, though, you are 24k net worth ahead. And that is a huge lead. Now BKB will finally be out onto the Void, so Pio's got some kind of magic immunity. May make him feel a little more comfortable in these team fights. He should have damage in the chrono as well. Like, he's got the MKB Mask of Mana, so I don't think he's too short on damage. It's just a matter of finding the right chrono where the Oracle does also get caught out. And I suppose this is probably going to be one of the best times they can do it, as the Aegis does expire now. So if they could find a pick-off, it'd open up the map a little bit for them.
Illusion.
Bait. Smoke up, immediately broken by CTO. This is not great for Bait. As now they're going to be spotted. You see Booger on that higher ground just waiting, and now he rushes in. Looking for his first target. He'll get a D-ward out. His whole team's basically behind him, just waiting for him to initiate. Line being drawn out as well, but Bait will just go back straight into the base as they're tier 3 now. Going to get attacked by Era. How to initiate PO going into the tree line, but they found him. Wish just throwing those rockets out with the side device. Do they catch him? Not quite. They did end up getting Dendi. He pops his BKB, but he is trapped between a rock and a hard place. They found Pio on the Void. They found another in the form of LeBron. Dendi does survive for a second, but it looks like he's also been caught out once again. And the immediate buybacks come out from Bait. Era just waiting there with the silver edge. Hex, once again, they're going to be there from Wish. Boogie doesn't get the hoof stomp, but he gets King R anyway. And now an Echo Slam comes in. LeBron goes down. That's going to be a dieback on the Slaughter. They found Dendi. That's a dieback on him. And there's the GG call being made. Godsent do force it to a game number 3. And I've got to say, I am quite shocked by this. I mean, going into this, I definitely thought that Bait not necessarily had the better draft, but I thought they would be much more dominant in the lanes, especially from Dendi on the Viper. I thought the Viper versus Tinker matchup would just favor the Viper, but Wish just played really darn well on the Tinker. Just did a great job, finished 8-3-10. Era, of course, he had a slow start. Eventually, though, he did get online, and then he just started making solo pickoffs happen. And the amount of times he caught out Pio on that Void just by himself, and he just took him out by himself, seemed to happen over and over again. Nevertheless, luckily for us, that does mean we get to see game number 3 between these two. It is MLP Dota. Hopefully you're all enjoying. We'll see you again very, very soon for that game number 3. Won't be too long.